Hey everyone, it's Joshua back again with another video in the home training series. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips that you can use to plan effective warm-ups for your home training program. One of the main issues I always see when people plan warm-ups is they always take about 3 to 4 times too long. So by applying these simple principles, we can make sure that our warm-ups are short but effective. So tip number 1 is to always plan your warm-ups with the session goal in mind. If today's session is based around a heavy squat pattern, we need to make sure that we have 1 to 2 movements in your warm-up that are going to help best prepare you for that exercise. A good example of this might be a split squat, which is good at mobilizing your hips, knees and ankles for that later heavier squat session. An example using an upper body variation is if the main session was based around a heavy pressing movement like a loaded push-up, then I might use an elevated push-up with my hands on a sofa or a raised platform during the warm-up to best prepare myself for that more intense exercise. Tip number 2 is to make sure that the last couple exercises in your warm-up are slowly ramping up towards the intensity that you're going to be using in the main session. The objective of the warm-up is to prepare yourselves mentally and physically for the heavier set. So we need to make sure that by the end of the warm-up that we are all ready to go. If your first main movement of the session is a heavy squat on your feet, then it probably makes no sense to finish the warm-up on your hands and knees performing a low intensity exercise. So just remember, start your warm-ups off nice and slowly, but there should be a gradual progression in intensity as the warm-up goes on. Tip number 3 will be to keep it fun. The warm-up is an excellent place within your training program to add variety. As covered in my first video, for you to make any real training progress through your training program, there needs to be a certain level of consistency. But when it comes to your warm-ups, there is a real good opportunity here to mix and match with different exercises just to give your sessions a fresher look each session. So for example, if I was preparing for a lower body session and I was using a reverse lunge as part of a warm-up, on my next session I might look at using a forward lunge or a lateral lunge or different types of lunge variations just to make it feel a little bit different, but I'm still mobilizing the same joints and training the same muscles. So there we go, there's 3 simple tips. Always plan your warm-ups with the main session goal in mind. Always start off slow but gradually increase intensity, and don't be afraid to mix and match your warm-ups. You've got to enjoy your training. So I hope everyone is safe and well. I hope everyone is staying physically active here during this lockdown period. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.